My name is Penny Larson, and I'm one of the drum instructors at DiCenso's Drum Shop and South Shore Music in Weymouth, Massachusetts. My dad was a drummer, and I started banging on pots and pans when I was 3 years old. When I was 8, my mom finally gave in and put me in a drum and bugle corps. My dad gave me a hand-me-down drum set, and I started taking drum set lessons at DiCenso's Drum Shop, which was in Quincy, Mass. Then. I was around 12. It was about 1982. The store had just opened. DiCenso's became my home away from home. I pretty much grew up there. When I was 16, I started teaching my drum corps' junior corps. It only lasted for about 6 months, but I really got a taste of how much I love teaching. When I was 17, I decided that I had had enough with drum corps and it was time for me to move on and focus more on drum set. It was about that time I started teaching drum set lessons as well. I taught at a few local stores and did house call lessons. When I was 24, I decided it was time to go back to school. I attended Berklee College of Music in Boston, Mass. I majored in traditional composition. I wanted to be Beethoven. My principal instrument was total percussion, they called it, which is pretty much all of the instruments of the percussion family. I studied marimba with Nancy Zeltzman, and orchestral snare drum, and timpani, and also drum set. And two of my main teachers were Dave Weigert and Ed Kaspick. My time at Berklee was really great. I grew a lot as a musician. As a result of my composition studies, I pay particular attention to musical form and musicality in my lessons with my drum set students. For my beginning students, of course, there's a little bit more of a script. There's some basics that everyone needs to know, counting, the proper way to hold sticks. With my more advanced students, I like to get really creative in the things I'll throw at them. I tend to joke with some of my students that I feel like a mad scientist. I'm always working on ways to keep the lessons exciting and challenging, as well as pushing their skill. So if that means that someone wants to work on double bass stuff, or jazz independence, or Latin, or fusion, or hard rock, it doesn't really matter to me the style so much as the skill with which it's applied to the drum set. I tend to think all the styles are really interrelated. Buddy Rich always said that a drummer should just be a drummer, and I agree, and I teach my students that way. I'm Penny the drum teacher, and I want to know, girls can't what?